Roster for Kers, if you can give your input on it. Subtomic, aka Inkor, Kinshu, Ainorki, Haruna Kana, and Nardo, which is Kara. What do you think of that team?
There are some few names that are really really well known, and there are two guys, which is Horinikana, I guess, and the other one
Nardo?
is the last one. Yeah, this is the first time I see him, I guess, participating in tournaments. So I hope we see their level in the game right now in the competitive scene. About Inkor and Ainorka, I guess they are familiar with the competitive scene. So.
Alright, then we'll move on to the team that we're playing, which is OldEra. They have This Nuts, X Gaius, QCR, QSB, and Fauna.
Well, it's actually the first time I hear most of these names, so.
Well, either QCR or QSB is going to be I directly, and I think you should win. So there are a couple of known guys, but because of the name change, it's hard to remember. I think Gaius is from Belgium. Fauna is Dutch, QCR and QSB are both from Israel, and This Nuts is from Switzerland, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, if we go over the Kers guys, Subtomic, Kinshu, they are both Israeli, and Norki is French, Kana is from NA, America, and Nardo is from the UK. So quite an international team, as you could say.
Yeah. Wish them good luck, as they turn out to be new in the competitive scene. So hope they have good coordination and work out for them.
Well, we have all of the Curse members in the room now, so that's good to see. Not sure if you're online yet.
I am.
Ah, you are. Let me just invite you over. You guys know that you're casting. Alright, there's one of the OldEra guys. So, looks like we will be starting very shortly. Yeah, there we go. So the maps are gonna be played. I didn't tell you about that yet. We're gonna see India. Map 2 will be Black Sand, and map 3, if needed, will be Cannon. So,
seems like a pretty equal-sided match, as I can see right now.
well,
But I guess most of them are name changed to the guy that are an OldEra.
Yeah, a couple of them have name changed. Well, at least QCR and QSB have, because I'm not sure which one of them is I directly.
Right.
But yeah, if we look at the maps, India's going to be the first map. I'm not sure who actually picked that map.
I believe they have equal advantage in this map, I guess. What do you think about who's anyone has advantage in this map?
If I look at I actually don't know which map my team would pick, but since Cannon is fairly in their favor, I think they picked Black Sand. But yeah, we'll see. I don't think the matchup is too bad for Kers. I can say a little bit about them, not too much for OldEra, unfortunately. But I think area could be a fair game, could definitely be close. Black Sand, I think, will lean more to the favor of Kers, and if we go to a third map Cannon, I think Kers will also have the advantage. So, but yeah, who knows? We definitely can't count OldEra out yet. They have a really good shot at winning here.
A surprise upcoming or something. We'll see.
So yeah, first map, we have the 18-round format in total, so 9 rounds a half. What do you think the score will be for this first map, if you had to take a guess?
I would say, I can't give an accurate score or something, but I would say the advantage goes to, I would say, OldEra or something. Because they look, I guess I've seen these names before, as far as I'm concerned. For India, because India, it's an equal-sided map. In some occasions versus some teams, you know?
So in your opinion, it's going to be a close game, but you think that OldEra is going to take the first map?
No, I think it will be a close game, especially in India, because most of the teams just come strong in India. You don't know anything that can happen in India. What do you think about the first?
I have to stick with my clan, of course. I do expect them to win here. I hope that they do perform well. But anyways, let's get in. So we have OldEra on EU with these nuts, Gaius, QCR, QSB, and Fana, and Kers on NRF with Subtomic, AK Inkor, Kinshu, Ainorki, Arunakana, and Nardo. We have the new overlays that I managed to fix earlier on, along with Epi. Big shout out to him for that. So we can also see the team logos in game. And of course the all familiar dot system.
Fortunately, I didn't check the stream, so I didn't know the new overlays.
Nah, the people can only see it in 3 minutes. I spent like 1.5 hours fixing them just earlier on. Barely had any food today as well, but yeah, well, whatever.
Let's see.
Anyways, let's get going. OldEra seems to go for a fast 2 push. Oh, they really seem to be warmed up for that. Let's go to Kinshu because he'll be in the line of fire along with Kana. I think Kana's calling it out already. Let's go to Kinshu. He has to get the picks with that DSR. Sees the guy pass. He's a little bit late with that, so he has to go back. He's getting pushed out here. Falls to QCR. Subtomic comes in with the retake. Haruna Kana coming in from the back. Do they know where they are? They don't know Kana's in the back. Kana picks this nuts. And now the bomb's going down in a 2-on-2 situation. QSB is very low. QCR is only 40. Now knows where the appointment is. Gets QCR down with a headshot. It's only QSB left. Oh, but he misses the shot on Kana. Forgets to take that hit. And he's going to allow Kers to take that first round here on India.
Was those a risky spread, you know? 50-50 chance, maybe they'll get flanked. Because they're all in the same place, you know?
Well, they got a little bit lucky that Kinshu wasn't really able to pick him off. I mean, one of the appointments got through the smoke and he had to fall back, so it was... They did a good job with that, but they really didn't take care of the mini, and that's why Kana could backstep so easily.
Yeah, they got stuck there.
Now they're all lining up in the pillar area, at least 3 guys of them. Just waiting here, but nobody from Kers is peeking that. QSB is gonna go to the mid. Oh, but Kana immediately headshots him. Good call from him. He's already 5-0. Wants to go for QCR. Can he get the pick? Takes a lot of damage, but he doesn't fall yet. It looks like Kinshu's gonna pick up. But he has to fall back as well. Meanwhile, the push is happening over at one side. Gaius is now coming in, but Subtomic and Nardo have a really good crossfire setup here. QCR, meanwhile, has been pushing already. Kinshu takes him out, and it's only Fana left in a 1-on-5. I think he knows where most of the guys will be, but so far, Kers has a really strong defense lineup. And it doesn't seem like OldEra can quite get through that. Oh, they did the first one.
Friendly troops eliminated.
Oh, and there's Kinshu. Second kill of the round, and second round, that goes to Kers. 2-0 on defense.
Kers starting pretty strong. Let's see what they're gonna do, like, rest of the rounds. Let's see.
Oh, there we go. OldEra is gonna go for a 2 push again. Let's move over to Kinshu then, see if he can hold him off this time. He's playing more close with the FR, so he could definitely get a pick here. But this first shot's gonna be important. Can he get that shot? Ooh, he misses the shot. Now he has to fall back. But he already has Subtomic besides him. So
they're taking it so slow.
Taking two sides is gonna be a lot harder. And yet with Kana in the mid, it's going to be almost impossible to take. Let's go to Subtomic. He falls to Gaius. Let's go back to Kinshu. He has to take the picks. Kana's coming in from the behind, but QSB is expecting that. He's still going to allow Kana to get the picks. Now he only comes in a little bit too late, and it's already a 3v2. A little bit of baiting going on there. Oh, Kinshu gets Gaius. Now it's only QSB left. He takes out Nara though. He's going to go for Kinshu. He first has to reload, but look at that. Norki and Kinshu are setting up a crossfire over at the bomb. Going to be real tough for QSB to take that. He doesn't know where the guys are. He's got to hunt for the pick though. Will he catch Kinshu? No, he misses a shot. And that's 3-0 for Kers.
QSB should have games like kind of early there. He kind of baited his teammates.
Yeah, he allowed Kana to come in from mini again. Second mistake that he made with mini. Oh, look at that. A hard mid push from Kers. Khan immediately takes out QSB. That's the scope from OldEra already being down. Kinchun takes out QCR, so they know it's going to be a 1. And this is already proven deadly. With only 25 seconds left. This Nut's trying to walk up. Having some fights with Nardo. But they don't know that Kana is still waiting in the corner. Oh, Subtomic was waiting for that. He gets a 2k after he heard the nade call out. He's now gonna go for the 3rd.
Enemy troops eliminated.
But Kana's already giving him backup, and that's 4-0 for Kers on defense. But look at them. They've only died 6 times in total in 4 rounds. That is really, really strong.
Looking pretty strong, yeah.
And now we're gonna go for a hard 1 push. Let's go to Nardo. He's gonna be in the line of fire. Oh, look at that. They get holded a little bit. Let's take a good shot. Oh, Norki has already gotten these nuts. Look at that pure carnage over at one side.
Okay, that's right there.
Kers doing really good holding off that one side. They're not even allowing OldEra in and already took out 3 guys. Oh, but the scope's now gonna do something back. We're gonna see a dead round after. Looks like OldEra wants to change some strats with that, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Because they have been lining up the same strat. Like, first of all, they are doing the strat, all of them in 2, and the second, sometimes they split 1 tunnel, 1 mid, and like 3 guys go B. But the same exact thing, that's that they feed 1 by 1. Especially when there are 3 guys inside
QSB gets
of
a
1.
pick onto Norki. It's not over yet. Kana's gonna be pushing up. He falls into QCR's crosshair. And all of a sudden, we're back from a 2v5 to a 2-on-2. Is OldEra still gonna do that? They want to go to 1. Another hears that. He's waiting for them, but he's very low HP. Can't take out QCR, so it's all on Kinshu. Oh, he takes out QSB. It's just appointment left. This is him. It's a very tense moment. Will Kinshu get that pick? He only has 1 bullet left. Doesn't see where appointment's playing at. He's gonna move up. He's gonna move the Kinshu. Oh, but he misses him! He completely misses him! Oh my god, what was that? Holy... QCR, he hears Kinshu, so he's gonna set the bomb. If Kinshu's smart, he's gonna go for a wallbang here. No, he's not, but he's gonna push. There's a fake set from QCR, but Kinshu realized it in time. Holy crap, what's going on this round? Smoke is not happening. Kinshu will not be pushing it. QCR realized he's stuck. He has to set the bomb. He's gonna do it now. Oh, Kinshu knows he doesn't want to get faked, but now he has to come in. Facing appointment. Makes a lot of noise. QCR's camping in the corner. And QCR takes that first round for OldEra. What a round. What a comeback in that round. From 2v5, actually still winning it. That's really impressive. And yeah, OldEra is now leaving. They wanted it that round. They called it out prior. So we're gonna go back to lobby with a 4-1 lead for the Kers guys. What a crazy last round.
Yeah.
That was not what I was expecting. Let's see where are the scores. There they are. Alright, so it's 4-1 on India currently. I'm gonna see what that round was for, but it looks like a tactical that round, as nobody from OldEra has actually crashed. We still got 4 rounds remaining on their Ryu, and they're already down 4-1, so that's not looking good for them. But I think that 5th round made them realize quite how it's done. I mean, they worked around their picks and they won 2v5. They managed to do the other rounds. They could definitely have some impact on the game.
I believe they will work on like on some picks first before they push inside like chaos inside the site.
So let's see how that will work out. 4 rounds remaining on OldEra's EU. Let's see if they can take a couple of more rounds and bring it back. So yeah, there we are. It looks like to be a fake 1 here. OldEra is definitely working on their tactics now. But will this fake work? I mean, doesn't look like Kers is quite falling for it yet. I'm making a lot of noise. Kana's not rotating. Kinshu's actually pushing up now. He falls to QSB.
It was clear now, it's a big mistake.
And now Kana has to rotate. Subtomic is also rotating, but I think they saw the C4, and that could be quite deadly. Okay. Oh, are they? They're still trying to fake the 1. Some really good work. Kana's the only one realizing it's 2. He takes out these nuts. Subtomic's actually gonna stab the 1. He doesn't realize it's 2. And Kana does know now, but he's stuck. He's gonna fall to Fauna. It's all on Subtomic. And he falls to Fauna as well. Great 2k. 3k actually.
Great fake by them, actually.
And that's 4-2 still in Kers' favor. They got quite outplayed there. Very nice fake from the OldEra guys. And they're gonna try and do the same tactic the round after. How would that be?
See how that works for them.
Now I'm gonna push in. Kana, instead of pushing up in mid, is now holding mini. That's looking a little bit better. Kers not rotating. Instead, Kana's pushing up in the mid again. Norki's rotating. I think he realized it's gonna be a fake. With that, Kinshu's gonna be on his own, but he takes the first shot onto QCR. That's where it went wrong last time. Immediately fell. Now he's got a pick. More smoke's being casted. Fana's still waiting for his Q with Gaius to try and fake a 1. Kana gets a shot onto QSB, and this nuts now has to rotate. Looks like those 2 picks that Kers already made, proving some great difficulties to the OldEra guys. These nuts has meanwhile rotated, but they have to go to 1 now really. But how will it get in? Kana's pushing up in the mid. Will he catch Gaius up in vent? Oh, Kana is actually just waiting down the stairs. Look at that. He's just down the stairs. Gaius is up and they don't see each other. That is just... That's quite awkward. And now this nut's gonna push out and Kana's gonna take him. This is going to be awkward. Gaius now realized that and he takes out Kana. That was a weird play. Now Gaius is trying to face Kinshu. He takes out Kinshu, and with Fana getting inside of 1, now taken out by Subtomic though. But this makes way for the OldEra guys to actually go to 2 and set there. Especially with Gaius taking out Norki. So it's all on Subtomic, a 1-on-2. And this Knots is very low HP. So if he can take out Gaius, he's got a good chance here. But Gaius there, take him. Good round from OldEra, still bringing it back. Quite impressive actually.
Yeah.
That's now 3-4.
That dead round was efficient though, as you can see right now.
That was indeed really, really efficient. But they're again using the same strat. But I don't think it'll work 3 times in a row. They're playing it quite standard. Oh,
for 3 guys in mid, that's a bit risky.
Well, changing it around, it's definitely a good thing. I mean, you can't be doing the same strat over and over again.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Kana's also changing his position, so it will be a lot harder for them to actually get into 2. If they try. Yeah, OldEra is taking it slowly this round. Oh, Kana saw a little bit of a bug there. I think he spotted one of the guys in mid. Because of that. Smoke's being casted on mid. QCR and Fana are moving up. And looks like they will meet up with Kinshu any minute. Let's go to him. Oh, he's trying to peek out. There's the pre-fire shots being made. He's already half HP. Now he has to fall back, but Kana will be there to give him backup. Gaius is taking in 1. Norki with the return. And the bomb's being moved over the 2 side. The 2 side's heavily guarded, actually. I don't think OldEra realized that yet. Oh. Subtomic's trying to move up. Shouldn't have done that. OldEra is now going to rotate over to 1. But so is Subtomic. It's going to be real interesting how these last 3-5 seconds will work out. No picks being made yet. QSB is just gonna wait with C4 in mid, especially with this knots now falling to Kinshu. Nice shot. Now they have to go over the one. Oh, QCR waits for his Q and then pushes in. He can't get a 2K though, so it's QSB with the bomb. Kinshu misses him. Oh, he headshot Kinshu's out almost instantly. Now he has to get the bomb down. He's only got 15 seconds. Kana pushing in too fast, getting a 2K. It's all on Subtomic versus a low HP scope. He hears where Subtomic is at, so he has to reload. He's gonna play. He's gonna switch to rifle. That's not a good call. Subtomic is almost full HP. Will he be able to do it? Here's point and push in. Subtomic is gonna go for a defuse. QSB is not pushing in. C4 has almost been defused. He's now only looking in, and Subtomic's gonna get that ninja defuse. And also this shot on QSB, giving Kers some more leeway again. 5-3 lead, and just 1 round remaining. Well, let's be honest, if OldEra wins this round, nothing's lost. It's 5-3 actually. My bad. So yeah, just 1 round remaining on OldEra's EU. Trying a similar strat as last round. You know?
Still on attack and still getting like 3 rounds in a row. Pretty good.
Well,
working for the same strat in mid though.
Well, danger came really after the first 4 rounds and were just lost instantly, but now they're definitely bringing it back. That's good to see. Yeah, look at that. They're leaving one a bit under defended. I think Fauna has realized that because they want to move over in 1 now. At least they're trying to group into pillar. QCR is getting the first shot in mid onto Kana, but he's very low HP now. Does get the opening frag with it. We're only a minute in.
We're inside 1 already.
Yeah, he's gonna try to fake it too. Fana's pushing in. Nardo falls to that. Norky's gonna come back, falls to QSB. Chaos all over again. And with Kinshu falling, it's going to be the last round. And it's going to be 4-5. And indeed a good half.
Yeah, for sure.
What a comeback from the OldEra guys. Making it 4-5. Still in Kers' favor though.
They knew what were they doing wrong in the beginning. Like they were playing it risky, stacking the same place, so they get flanked from all over the side. So after the dead round, they got their shit together and started getting picks first before they fake or before they do any push inside 1 or 2.
Enemy troops eliminated.
So do you think OldEra's defense will be as good as their attack after the dead round, not before the dead round?
Alright, so we're back in the lobby. Let me just update the scores. Alright, there we are. So yeah, we have 9 rounds at max remaining. Kers is leading 5-4. What do you think is gonna happen?
Well, I believe they will have like better defense than attack. Because before in attack they get the picks and then they like rotate and some stuff like that. But here they're gonna get the picks and still defend the side. What do you think about their like defense? What do you expect?
Well, their defense started off really good, getting that 4-round streak, but afterwards well, the strats from OldEra got a lot better, and they were able to work out with that. So the question is, how good is Kers gonna be on EU with their strats? Because usually their defense is stronger than their attack. So with this score, I think they really have to watch out, because it's definitely going to be a close game, as you called prior to the match. We could even be going to an overtime. Who knows? It's definitely going to be close, that's for sure. Anyways, once QCR readies up, we'll be heading into the second half of Map 1 India. Kers still leading 5-4, but how long will that last as the guys from OldEra are heading for a comeback? Here we go again. Kers on EU, OldEra on NRF, 9 rounds at max remaining. This will be close. Alright, so here we are. Guys are still loading in. Alright, let's go. Kers already going for a split. They're not going for those full pushes. They're actually going 2-1-2. Let's see what Kana and Nardo are gonna do. They're gonna face Fana here, who's waiting in the entrance. Interesting enough, OldEra is playing a very weird setup, a 2-1-2. Kana already 1 HP because of the shots from Fana. And I want to go in, and with those nades, they're still not going to be able to, as Fana's still watching it. Subtomic meanwhile moved up into mid, unchallenged. QSB didn't spot him. He's gonna smoke off the mid, for what cause? Oh, UAV's a scope. They're now gonna go for it too, but this Nuts is still waiting there. Did they hear that? I think they did. They're throwing a flash. Yeah, they did. This Nuts falls. QCR with a 2K. QCR with a 3K. Completely out of the eye, and he's got the bomb carrier down. I realize that now.
QCR.
That was a deadly hold indeed. Kana passed through. The QCR could go for a whole lot more kills. Kana's... Oh, we can't get the ace anymore. Now it's all up to Nardo. The 1-on-4. Gets Gaius. That's number 1. QCR's trying to push him, and he rounds off that round with a 4K. And he's putting back the scores back to 5-0. That hold definitely mattered. What a 3K that was. What's going on now? Oh, a very hard one push. The risky vent push. It seems to pay off for now. They've got into the side. Fana falls to Subtomic as well. He's got a 2K. Kinshu then rounds off. Oh my god. Kers got into that side so fast. And I think they called OldEra off guard. Now this Nuts has to go for a 1v4 retake.
That was so unexpected by them, this vent push. That was so risky, but it's worked out for them at least.
Now this Nuts gonna move in. Oh, but Kinshu melee with the headshot. And that's gonna allow Kers to take the lead again, 6-5, with 7 rounds at max remaining. Now Kers is gonna go for a slow 2, but they've got all of their members there. I don't think they quite realize yet that OldEra is playing a 2-1-2 setup all along. So it's gonna be a lot harder to take 2 side. Didn't work out in the first round. Now smoke's being casted. He managed to pass a little bit into the mini. They go with the flash. Will they get... Yes, they get these nuts out. Kana actually with a team onto Subtomic. Do get into the side. QSB gets his Norky down, but Norky was already lit. It's not gonna matter too much. Gaius moving in, gets a headshot to Kinshu. How many more can he get? Get Kana out. Nardo giving him backup. Bombs going down. Fana coming in from behind. He spots the helmet, but he can't get the C4 carrier down. Bombs being set. Nardo versus Fana. Fana with the retake. He's got 1 kill so far. He needs the other. Gets Nardo out. And that is going to be 6-all. What a retake that was.
Yeah, it was a nice retake indeed.
Charge defused. Operation success. Return to main base. Your efforts are commended.
That was not really what I was expecting after Fana came in. It didn't seem to work out at the start, but he still managed to do it. So that's that. Yeah, another round. They're going for another vent push, it seems, but this time OldEra is prepared for that. They're using the classic 3-1-1 setup on India. How will they take the stairs with 2 guys being on there? Gaius and Fana are defending it. Look at that. Oh, Naruto takes out Fana straight away. Gets a 2K onto Gaius. It's only QCR remaining. Norky pushing in through the vent. He cannot get QCR down fast enough, but still side taken. 2v4 situation. Nardo with a 3k this round. He's going huge for his team. Need one more. That's gonna be the scope. Trying to pre-fire him. He's actually getting in. Gets Norky out. It's Subatomic is gonna be taking him. And with that, gonna be 7-6. Still in Kers' favor. But the rounds, they're definitely keeping it close here.
Playing it fast works for Kers really good. Why don't like they do it more often? As you can see, the element of surprise is working for them.
Oh, they're trying to get into defend. That doesn't quite work yet. OldEra is now defending. Oh, this nuts is in the mid. Gaius takes out Nardo. Fauna pushing out too fast. And with that, Kana can get the 2k. But Kers is already going for rotate. Will they go to 2? Do they realize that this nuts is still in mid? Oh, but he ran away too soon. Will QSB rotate? No, he gets back in. Takes out Subatomic. And this should be the cue for Kers to rotate again. But will they? They still seem to be going for it. Kana's gonna get through base. He shouldn't push in yet. Oh, Kana, here's the guy over at 1. Oh, it takes out QCR by surprise. Because we can't get the shot into appointment yet. And now he's got to watch 2 angles. And they know where he is. Kinshu is already on one side. He's going to get the bomb down. And this could be the 8-6 lead that Kers is going to need here. Let's move over to QSB. 1v3. This is going to be hard needed if they still want to win it. Move in now. Oh, and Kinshu immediately takes him. Good workaround. Maybe a little bit too risky from Fauna. But this is going to be 8-6 for the Kers guys. They only need... Sorry, yeah?
Yeah, they took it too risky on the pillar. That's why they lost the cycle.
Oh, Fana's now pushing up really fast. Takes out Kana. Nardo makes... It's a retake. And now it's 4-on-4 again. Oh, but Gaius is also lit. How did he get lit? Totally didn't see that.
It was fun, I believe.
Norky's now moving up in the mid. This Knots is waiting there. He doesn't spot them. He is still pushing out. Subatomic now spots him. So they know where most of the guys are. I think they know that's just the scope defending too. They are slowly moving in. And Kinch is still leaving the bomb from the pillar. Look at that. They're gonna allow OldEra to rotate. The Kers should do a re-rotate then as well. QCR is up in the vent. Naruto's gonna walk straight into him, but he's watching the wrong way. Naruto takes him out. He's gonna push in. Kinshu has already taken the side. And all of a sudden, one side's just completely open. Kinshu gets Gaius. Lorky calls out the scope being at 2. And the bomb's gonna be set over at 1. Very strong round from Kers. And a 4v2 is definitely not gonna be impossible. But look at that, Norky's going for a stab even. Let's go Norky real fast. He takes out QSB. That is 9-6 for the Kers guys. They need just one more round and they've got 3 rounds to take it. Will they be able to? Nades are being thrown. Again, 2 guys set up over at stairs. Will they be able to hold that? Oh, Naruto also team killing his buddy. But he does get QCR down. Fauna with the recall into Naruto. And Subatomic and Kinshu have to go over the 2. Subatomic already being lit. So Kinshu's got to do most of the work here. Let's go to him. 2v4 situation for the Kers guys. Will they be able to do it? Just watching all angles. Oh, he spots a guy. Can't get the pick. Gets this nuts now. Pushing out too aggressively. Did Kinshu hear the guy moving in? Yeah. Well, now he did. He sees 2 guys being in. Gets QSB. Can he get the 3K? No, he cannot. It's only Subatomic left. And with guys coming in from the behind, it's going to be another round for OldEra. That's now 9-7. 2 rounds remain. What's yet to call? It's all going to be depending on Kers' EU. How well they perform that.
It will be pretty close to the end.
Well, so far they had most success over at 1 because nobody was really defending the vent. Oh, look at that. Oh, the flashes. They still want to get back in. Kinchu takes out QCR. Fana also falls. Guy is now down. And now it's going to be 4v2. Bomb's going to go down over at one side. This Nuts and QSB have to retake. I still think there are guys in the mid. They can't get through vent. That's just impossible. Let's go with this Nuts. He's going to go for a full stab. Not being able to have that much of an impact yet. First QSB. He's going to be up with Kinshu. Kinshu takes him. How many kills? Can this not still do it? No, it's Atomic who takes a round. That's a GG. A 10-8 win for the Kers guys on map 1, which is India. I think they definitely redeemed themselves on attack.
Yeah, for sure. But do you think OldEra's defense or attack was better? What do you think?
Well, after the first 4 rounds, it was definitely the attack being better. But I think they just threw it away in those first rounds. They didn't know how Kers was going to play. They were playing too standard and they gave away too many rounds. And with that, they quite lost it, honestly.
But as you saw, they kept doing the same mistake on stairs. They should like played it passive or something.
Yeah, but still they didn't do that. And that could have dearly cost them. As we're now going to move into the second map of Black Sand, which... yeah, they're asking sides, so this means that this is Kers' map, and that the previous map, India, was actually called by OldEra, and they lost their own map. So that's not looking good for OldEra. But we don't know how they play on Amberblow, or on Black Sand, my bad. But yeah, with the knowledge of Black Sand being Kers' map, what do you think is gonna happen?
I believe Kers has an advantage in this map. Because I think they know how to work it out in this map. They played a lot, and you play with them a lot, so you know like their level on this map as well.
Well, on maps like Black Sand, we're at least in match channel, we're definitely able to get close to also the better teams. So I think this is one of their strongest maps.
Yeah.
So
especially that they picked it.
Yeah. In the end, I think attack and even attack has been problematic, but I think they could definitely get closer. But on attack, I expect them to take 4, maybe even 5 rounds and then just bring it home on the NRF. But who knows? Interesting to see though that OldEra is not going to play with any scopes. How will they do that on defense? Let's find out as we hop into map 2 Black Sand. On EU, it's Kers with Inkor, Kinshu, Norki, Arunakana, and Nardo. And NRF, it's OldEra with This Nuts, Gaius, QCR, QSB, and Fana.
You know who's Harunakana?
Yeah, Arunakana, NA guy.
Go, go, go.
Huh?
Alright, so here we go. First round starting. Kers wants to go over to the generator. Interesting to see though is that OldEra is not challenging it. While one of their guys, the scope's still loading. I think Kinshu realized that. Oh, Inkor's already gotten the first pick. Nardo's getting a 2k. And that's side already taken. Only QCR left.
Charge set.
I was hoping it could take the time to show a little bit of the generator. But we don't have time for that. QCR moves in. He takes out Norki. Gets Nardo as well. Just one guy remaining. That's Haruna Kana. He's playing up. Oh, are you really gonna knife? No! Why do you do that? Why do you go for the knife? You're gonna allow QCR to do a 1v3 clutch. You're in the first round.
Charge defused.
Why on earth would you do that in such a game?
I
Return to
really
main
have
base.
no idea.
Your efforts are commended.
That's crazy!
That was dumb, I should say.
That was not a good move. And this allows... This, I mean, NRF is the favored side. Taking the first round is huge. And just throw it away.
All of this effort went to nothing at the end of the round.
Well, let's see if they... Well, Norky's in generator. Let's show you guys a little thing of the map. As you can see, the roof here, 4 rosters are actually blocking the roof. In the other versions, those rosters are open, so you can actually nade into the generator. That makes the game here a lot more depending on generators. In the other version, you can just hit every single angle of the generator with a generator through these holes. So... yeah, hopefully that will get implemented in our version soon as well, but it's been so many years. It's an interesting fact about the generator in Black Sun. I don't think too many guys realize that, apart from the guys who went LAN.
Is it open from like top or something?
No, you see those 4 rasters in there?
Yeah.
Those are supposed to be 4 holes.
Ah.
You can nade spot through. But yeah, in our version they're closed. Bit unfortunate. Now Kana has to give back up to Kinchu. He's down to 1 HP. They don't seem to be able to take the one side. Kana's coming in with the pre-fire. This not took out Norky. Now it's all on Nardo in a 1-on-4. And he's already quite low. And he's gonna fall the QCR. 2-0 for OldEra now, but they took 7 wins.
Oh.
They took 7 wins, so that's quite a big mistake. They are gonna leave now, I think. Yeah, they are. It's good that we realized that.
Friendly troops eliminated.
This was not a smart move.
Operation success. Return to main base. Your efforts are commended.
On the first round, the fast push worked for them in the gen. Do you think they should do it again more often, or like should contest it slowly in one, or what?
They should definitely do it more often, but they'll just work around as they're supposed to. But they just threw it away that first round. That was so awkward. That really was awkward. Alright, so here we go back into the game. A 2-0 lead on Black Sun for the OldEra guys. And we're gonna have 2 nade rounds first before we resume into the 3rd round. Hana's actually playing with an M4A1 now. Let's go over the guns. 4A1, X95R, X95R, K47, a Kraken, Air 47.
Oh, 1DC.
AK-47, I mean. Oh, that round immediately being called. Who DC'd? That will be... Inchu.
Командир погиб!
I don't get why they call in a dead round. They could have just stalled with the nades. I mean, you can buy almost 5 minutes with that. Now you lose a dead round. Yeah, I guess those are the small hiccups that you see with the more newer teams.
But I thought like Kers would be pretty strong in Black Sun as they chose it, and used to play with one another from a long time, I guess.
Well, there was nothing wrong with the first round besides them just throwing it away. Apart from that, it went quite well. Well, second round didn't go well, so we still have to work on that. Alright, so we'll just wait for Kinshu to return before we can resume in the third round. A little bit of a weird game we had so far. We had a lot of carnage in the first map, a couple of weird rounds over there. But I think this 1v3 clutch from QCR quite tops it.
It was kind of disappointing, you know. The round went really well. They took the sides too from all over the sides, and he just threw it away, as you said. Still, let's see if they're gonna redeem it or not. Like, what do you think about Blacksand? Is it like equal-sided map or like attack-sided or what?
Well, NRF sided definitely. Oh yeah, my bad. Anyways, once QCR and guys ready up, we can resume the 7 remaining rounds on Kers' EU, which are currently losing 0-2 to the OldEra guys. Really, really weird one, the first round we saw. Alright, so let's go back into the game. We're first gonna see 2 nade rounds before we will be able to resume. Let's hope all the guys can loan in properly now. It does look like that. Though Kinshu and his nuts are still loading, but yeah. First with the nade rounds. Are we gonna see nade rounds even? No, we're just gonna throw that away as well. Doesn't really matter, honestly. The Subtomic's gonna be the one taking the lead into the gen push. We're not gonna see any nades. This nut's now gonna be moving in. Not meet up with anyone. A little bit of chatter going on instead of playing. This nut's going to be challenging. Let's see, that's Kinshu. Kinshu takes out this nuts. Guys now has to move out. He takes out Kinshu in return. Can he get a 2k frag? No, it's QSB with a 2k frag. And now it's all up to Norky, a 1-on-3. But he's making too much sound and he's betraying his position. Most of the guys are still almost full HP. Norky's now going to move out, but he's going to fall into QSB, same. That's a 3k for QSB. And another round for OldEra. 3-0 lead already on Kers' map. That's not looking good.
You need to change their strat or something. Try a different strat, split or something.
They're gonna go for R2, it seems. And already nading the inside. Trying to get in, smoking the vent. They have to take the backstairs as well. Not sure who's swinging there. Let's see. That is Fauna. He's gotta hold them off. Gonna go with some pre-fires. The bomb's actually over at 1, so it doesn't look like Kers is prepared to go to 2. Even though they're all queuing up there. But then again, OldEra is not falling for that either. Oh no, here's the noise being made. He is pre-firing. Almost getting flashed, just looks away at the right moment. He's going with pre-fires, takes out Nardo with that. That's the opening frag. It's for 1 minute in. And now, ooh. You see that subatomic pass. Oh, but he gets spotted. He gets spotted by the guy in the vent. Kinch also falls to QCR. Kers seems to be falling apart there. It's only 2v5. But Kana's lit. Falls to Fana. And now it's all onto Norki again. But a 1-on-5. Looks like Kers is going to be down 4-0. This is not looking good for them. And OldEra is starting to get better and better. They definitely have their defense okay. Look at that. A clean round even. 4-0 lead to OldEra.
And the game crashed.
Well, for you it did. At least I can go on. Let's see. QSB is not going to do a nade spot. He's just going to go straight into defending the office area. Looks like a very strong one push from Kers is incoming. There's one guy at the back surge who's defending that. QCR is getting pushed out. One side is taken. Fana still gets it in time. He falls to Nardo though. Bomb has to get down. Oh, Nardo is actually shooting at Kana. Well, that's awkward. Oh, but Kana with a deadly 2K. Kers finally taking a round, making scores 1-4. With 4 rounds remaining. They have to get at least another 2. To be fair, they have to get 3. How will that work? They're gonna go for 2. Swarming all over the generator already. They don't really want to push through yet. OldEra is already changing up their defense a little bit. Trying to shake him off. Kinshu's playing with scope again. Kana took it over for a couple of rounds. He's gonna be rifling again. He'll meet up with Gaius any moment. Let's go to him. Where's Gaius? There he is. He takes out Kana. Now gonna get pushed out by one of the rifles. Yes, Nardo pushes him out. And he's gonna go back. Let's see if I can invite actually.
Yeah, you can slash invite in the name.
There you go. Oh, and now rotate's happening from Kers. QCR is ready for that. They have to re-rotate again, really. Although OldEra hasn't rotated yet. Kinch is getting pre-fired out. Subatomic takes QCR. Fana's gonna get back in the site. He's gotta hold 2 guys off. Takes out Norki. He's got the bomb down. Oh, but Subatomic now, he has to buy time. He can't die. Because Nardo has to come in with a stab. Will he get them? He gets Fana. Can't land the second kill, but Subatomic was there. That was a bit odd, but they took the round.
That's a lot.
So, pretty much the same thing as we saw on the previous map, where the OldEra guys lost 4 rounds in a row. Kers making it 2v4 again. They're putting in a lot of work, but they still need more rounds. With that, 3 rounds remain. Kinshu can't get the opening frag onto Gaius. I want to go to 2 this time. Gaius, he isn't prepared to peek. Oh, with that smoke, Kinshu can't really go there. He's gonna go inner. Smart move. Oh, it takes out this Knots. Good shot. Let's go back to Gaius. Almost getting naded out. He has to push up, really. I mean, he had the smoke cover. He takes Kinshu now. Has to fall back again. Someone got into the vent. They take him out. 3 kills being made from OldEra. Norki taking out QSB. 2v3. Nardo and Norki. QCR is already coming in from behind. Gaius makes 3k frag this round. And with that, OldEra takes it. Chaotic rounds, but why is it could have been called? That were only 7. Whoa. Question is, will that have confused the Kers guys, or will OldEra be confused by that? This round's definitely going to be important. OldEra has the advantage in the map. They cannot afford to lose it. But basically, if they win 2 rounds in a row, they've almost got the map. If they lose 2, however, it's gonna be in Kers' favor again. And winning both one each. Anything could still happen.
Tricky round indeed. Be so decisive, let's see.
Oh, QCR takes out Kinshu. Whoa, he was all the way over at the back. With this info, Kers should be pushing too already. They are gonna do that. Norky's gonna take the lead. Gonna be moving in. Guys is playing it close there. Fauna there inside. Norky doesn't spot him yet. Oh, immediately very low HP. Guys with the opening frag onto Nardo at 2. But OldEra is not rotating. Are they gonna allow Kers to take side? Guys having a hard fight with Subtomic, with Inkor. Inkor ticking him. QCR is already coming in from the behind with a scope. If Kers waits long enough and they expect someone to stab, they could still even go over the 1. What will happen here? Fauna is now also closing in, takes out this nuts. Where's Fauna? He was playing really nicely here. Oh, he takes out Kana. Falls to Norky though. Bomb has to go down. QCR's coming in from behind. QSB's coming in from the front. He can't be shook. But the bomb is still not down. QCR comes in, misses his shot. Gets Norky out. Ooh, he's got his pistol. He knows Subtomic should be lit. Oh, with Subtomic! Inkor still gets that headshot. And he's gonna get the scores back 3-5. Very, very important round for Kers. And once again, this map is proving to be a lot closer after we've seen the first 4 rounds. And it was like, oh, it's quite one-sided, but it's actually not. Kinshu falls into Gaius' arms. Gaius with a 2k frag even. He's going huge for his team at the moment. Can't take out Subtomic yet. Kana has taken side. Subtomic with a 2k headshot. QCR takes him. Now it's a 1-on-2 for Kana. And one of the guys is fairly low. He has to push him out. He has to. But it's Gaius with a kill. Look at that.
3K.
Yeah, he's carrying his team going 10.5 to 3. He helped tons securing that round.
He has
and with
been
that,
holding backstairs, yeah, very good. He's a key player in this defense map.
and with that, OldEra is taking a 6-3 lead. That looks quite comfortable. What do you think is gonna happen when OldEra is gonna move to attack?
I'm not quite sure actually. Unless they use the element of surprise as they did. If it will work for them, then it will be good in Black Sin. But as they did it in India, it didn't work for them at all. So kind of hard to decide. What do you think?
I'm not too sure. We could actually potentially be going into an overtime. I think that's one of the most likely things. Honestly, I'm not sure if Kers can win it. Can win 7 rounds here without the OldEra guys winning 2 or more. I don't see that happening. Well, no, they need 3 more for an overtime and 4 for a win, with 9 rounds to play. But yeah, they also have to ready up. We have another game starting in just over 15 minutes, which will be Crackheads versus Nephilim. So teams have to hurry, otherwise that game will be delayed.
Who's in Nephilim?
Nephilim is a full French team. That's with Shaden, Lucreci, Zippy, Bretzels, and Sulaki. That's their lineup.
Pretty strong team.
Yeah, but they're facing Krakens, you know.
Yeah.
Nephilim actually played a game earlier on. I haven't seen the outcome of that yet. We can check it in the meantime. Looks like Visibly Invisible won against Nephilim 2-0 in map score. And Rokaheeds also played their game against Cable, I think? Oh, no. Rokaheeds played 1 game, won against Team Last. Cable played 1 team against Team Last, and they also won that. Anyways, let's focus on this game again. Second half, this time is going to be OldEra on EU with Fauna, QCR, This Nuts, Gaius, and QSB. And NRF it's Kers with Inkor, Kinshu, Ainorki, Arunakana, and Nardo. 6-3 lead for OldEra. They need 3 rounds for an overtime, 4 rounds for a win. And Kers is going to need 7 rounds for a win and 6 for an overtime. OldEra seems to be using a similar strat that gave him a lot of rounds on India, faking one side and then pushing the other. Question is, will Kers fall for that again? They're definitely taking it slow here. And Kana, he's actually playing in the base? Why is that? Let's move over to Kinshu. He's going to be in the main line of fire. Over at 1. Where is he? There he is. Playing with that AK-12 on close range. That could be a good decision. He could potentially get a huge frag here. Behind the... in that corner. I don't think anyone would expect him to play there. I mean, all eyes are going to be on stairs. Oh, Fana moved out to Subatomic Inkor. He takes him out. Kinshu now. Can he get 2K? No, he cannot. Kana takes out Fana though. But they don't. Oh, this spot guy is up there. Norki takes him out. That was definitely needed. 2v3 situation. Retake onto one side. This nut's pre-firing a lot. QSB's watching the behind where Nardo is going to be coming in. QSB takes that shot. Norki takes out these nuts. QSB missing a shot onto Kana. Pistol is out. He takes out Norki. Can he do another clutch? He's hiding. Oh, he takes a rifle. Takes out Kana. What a spot hold from the OldEra guys. And that's going to put them in the lead. 7-3. Very, very important hold. And with that, Kers is going to be in down here. DCR's trying to move in. Norki just annihilates anyone who is trying to come in through vent. OldEra can't really get in now. Although Fana takes a shot into Norki. Or Narno, my bad. Oh, look at that. This nut's also prepared to set when he spotted Norki in the back. Meanwhile, Inkor getting a 2K. Oh, look at that.
A great hold by them.
Solid round from the Kers guys. One of the first we've seen so far for them on this map at least. And they bring it back 7-4, but there still is a long way to go. I think at this point their best hopes are going to be for an overtime. Oh, Kinshu is actually scouting over at Warehouse. He's playing that really aggressive. Let's move over to him. Oh, he's just gonna play corner here. That's not going to be all too interesting. He should. Oh, but QSB's moving up. He will not be watching him. Kinshu's just gonna go for a troll. Short troll though, but he takes out QSB. And that's gonna give Kers the info. That's gonna be a 2. OldEra now has to make a move. And when will they? QCR opens up the office door. Wants to push out, but can't get through. Now OldEra really has to go. Fana gets a shot onto Nardo. Oh, but he's got no ammo left for Norki, but Norki wasn't even firing. What the hell?
That was a bit weird.
Yeah, and just like that. Oh god, OldEra getting loads and loads of picks. And they win the round.
Operation success. Return to
What
main base.
on
Your
earth
efforts are
happened there?
commended.
Stop firing, Chris.
Norki wasn't even shooting. There were 2 people pushing him and he didn't even shoot. It was just... I don't
Probably
know.
brainstorming, I guess.
That was
Is
really
this the last
weird.
round?
No, it's currently 8-3 for the OldEra guys. 8-4 actually, my bad. Oh, Fana with the opening frag onto Nardo. He's been getting those entry frags quite a lot. Look at that. Kers thinks it's going to be a 2, but it's actually a 1. Kinshu's doing the pre-fires there. Inkor is going to get back into the office. OldEra is actually preparing a rotate already. Not sure why they're doing that. Kinshu should be able to hear that. He called it out to his team. Trying to play around with the door. And to fake Kinshu out. Oh, he leaves the door open, but he still takes out Kinshu. Norki's now going to be under pressure. He cannot fall here. Otherwise, the round's going to be lost. Kai takes Norki out. 4v2. Inkor does do something back. But with Kana also falling, it's a 1-on-3 situation for Inkor.
Charge set.
And it looks like this is going to be won fair and square by the OldEra guys. Yeah, guys already coming in from behind. Inkor is expecting that. And that is 9-4.
Return to main base. Your efforts
What an
are
offense
commended.
move by OldEra. Kers doesn't seem prepared for that defense-wise.
Taking it slow, getting their picks, and then trying to push the side, whatever they want.
Ooh, Kana does get the opening pick here. QCR immediately with another pick onto Kinshu. It's gonna make it 4-4 again. And OldEra wants to go to one side. Ooh, QSB takes out Kana. He can't even pass. Yeah, you need smoke to pass here. Another should hear that smoke being casted. OldEra wants to go over the 2. Nades are being thrown. You can't push up here. He does go for the push. Oh, but he catches Fana off guard. Does fall to QCR though, as he can't take him down fast enough. Inkor is already rotating. Will he be in time? Oh, he lands that headshot. That could be important in the remains of this round. Work is at main door. C4's already been rotated. And they're still gonna go for one. A lot of rotates going on with OldEra. Look at that. Inkor and QCR are low. QSB is still full. He's got the scope. He's gonna make sure nobody gets on site. But if they do, that could be proven deadly. Bomb's going down.
Charge set.
Let's move to QSB. Oh, but he's caught up. He's caught up now. He can't get a pick. And now QCR has to do it on his own, but he's very low HP. Can he surprise Kana? No, he surprised Norki! Tomic barely survives that. He almost still got that. Great positioning from QCR, but it's going to be Kers taking the round.
Charge defused.
And making it 8-5, 9-5,
Operation
sorry.
success. Return to main base.
We have 4 rounds remaining and Kers has to win all in order to push it to an overtime. OldEra has got a lot of rounds to work with. They just have to win one more. And they've got 4 chances. OldEra is really taking it slowly here. They're definitely working their way around as it's supposed to. Guys is actually moving back already. Let's see what QSB is doing. He's been scouting all over the place. He's usually a guy getting a couple of picks. He's not been having too much of an impact yet. Well, most of the team are having it quite even actually. Inkor and Fana are really close to each other. Oh, look at that. The insta drop onto Inkor. Kana does something back to QCR. But office has been taken. Look at that. What can OldEra do? They just have to wait for picks. They still don't have any control to actually push the site. They will want to go to 2. Norki is trying to push up there. He has to fall back. He cannot fall. He knows that as well. Looks like OldEra wants to go for a 2. They know that Fana's still up in the office. How much of an impact can he have? He's leaving his team alone at the moment. Oh, QSB takes out Kana. That's a huge pick. Are they gonna move over to one side? No, they're gonna go into 2. With all 4 of them. And Norki's just gonna wait for that. Will he surprise call them? Oh, he's just moving in carelessly. He's gonna put Kinshu in a 1-on-4. This could be it. that's it.
And this is it.
Just like that, OldEra wins 10-5 on the second map. But I think after the first four rounds, we already saw it decided, really. But that first round, that 1v3 clutch that we saw from QCR, it was. I think that proved the end of the game. That was so important.
It was pretty unexpected though, as long as it was Kers big.
Yeah, Akana shouldn't have tried a ninja there. That may have even cost him the map, who knows? So yeah, just like that, as we can see, we're gonna move on to the last map. BO3 actually being needed. The first time we see that in the Spring League. But yeah, it's so earlier on in the group stages. Let's not forget this game's going to be real important in Group B, as the other remaining teams in that are Haha, Easy, and Celsia. And with that being the strongest teams, actually, this game is going to be the decider on who's going to be third. So both teams are really eager to win it, and it's all going to come down to Cannon. What do you think is going to happen?
I believe like Cannon, like it depends on the element of surprise and like fast pushes. And as we saw in the previous maps, when Kers pushes fast, they get the site and they always win it. Like that's when like they do like fast push, you know. So I believe they will have the advantage here in this map, if they decide to push in this map and be a more like, you know, aggressive to work for them, I guess. What do you think?
Well, I think the fast play style of Cannon is definitely going to be working in their favor. Cannon, to be honest, I think that's more of a stronger map for them. So yeah, they have to take as many rounds on attack, that's for sure. I think if they can take 6 rounds, they got this. But they need 6 rounds at least.
As you saw in the previous match, when they played it slow, they get picked one by one, and then the round ended, and nothing happened. But when they get the site when they push fast, but still they couldn't like get a good hold of it, so they lost the round sometimes. Still got on the site when they pushed fast. Who do you think has the advantage here in this map?
It's still hard to say, but if we see Kers playing with 3 appointments, I think they should have the slight upper hand there. Should still have some faith in them. And they're gonna start on EU, as said, with Inkor, Kinshu, Norki, Arunakana, and Nardo, and NRF. It's OldEra with This Nuts, Gaius, QCR, QSB, and Fauna. Last map, it's going to be the decider. Just trying to make some arrangements for the next game, as this game is obviously going to cause a little bit of delay. I think Crackheads and Nephilim will still start. Look at that, Kers already moving onto one side so fast. Fauna and Guy is defending it. Fauna's actually playing with a shotgun, but it's Naru with the 2k frag and takes side. Guy gets the 3k onto this nuts. He's going huge this round. Let's see how many more picks can he take. Doesn't seem like he will get any. Kinshu misses this first shot, takes out QSB. Doesn't know that QCR is also coming in from behind. Holy. He's now watching it. Falls to Kinshu. QCR is moving in. One of the Kers guys has to move out. He seemed to be doing that. Oh, is QCR gonna get this clutch? Oh, he's waiting too long with the pistol. Oh. He still gets it! Oh my god, deadly mistake from the Kers guys in that first round. They should have never had 2 guys inside at the same time.
Charge defused.
The same one happened.
Oh my god.
The first round with a 3k clutch by
QCR.
What a crazy first round. QCR should have never been able to do that 1v3 retake. But he's been given the opportunity and he took it with both hands. But it was still fairly easy for Kers to get into that side. They're gonna try again. Take out Gaius. Inkor needs out. the guy at base. He's got 2k this round. Yet again, 4v2. Our last round was 3v2. And it may have some more space to work with now. Now both guys are coming from base. QSB's on UAV. QCR will be moving in again. He was the guy going huge last round. A little bit of lag going on there. And with that, Kers is taking the round. Just like it should have in the first round. Yeah, this time around it will be a 2 push. And it looks like OldEra has focused on a 1. They know it's going to be a 2. They have to rotate really fast. QSB takes out Norky. It's a huge pick for them because with that, this nut's going to be there in time to help. But he still falls. He can't have any impact. Fauna is still alive there, but the Runa Kana with the 2k frag takes him out. And yet again, it's a 4v2. Kers is playing it really, really fast. And so far, it's been paying off. Kinshu's playing a really risky position there. What is he even trying to do there? QSB's trying to come in with the UAV. Can't spot anyone. Oh, but they're still coming in. Are they going to get it? Oh, Subatomic runs away just in time. That was way too close. Oh my god. They almost lost it again. They almost lost that again. What is going on here? So many crazy rounds. And yet again, a retake that almost succeeded for OldEra. They shouldn't have even been allowed to do that.
Problem is they let them inside the site and they got flanked by the point. Oh,
Norky immediately with Daddy Edge onto this nuts. They're gonna try and take side for Fana. Oh, team kill been going on. Naruto still goes on to take the kills. It's a 2-on-2 retake. Naruto is very low. Kana is very low as well. And this shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, there we go. Easy retake for the OldEra guys. And that's gonna be 2-on-2.
Charge defused.
Holy crap, this is going to be a very crazy game. It already is. Oh yeah, 5 more rounds on EU. I think Kers is gonna be going for 2. Alright, going 1. Or not. They're going to fake one. Norky takes Fana out. Gaius has to make something work. He gets a 2k frag, has to run away. But it's Norky who finishes off the 2k for him. And with that, it's 3 even. This Nuts has taken control of the side. Ooh, QCR is pushing in really strong there. He's getting caught off guard by Kinshu. And he's the bomb carrier. He's going to be allowed to pass unless QSB. Oh my god! No way! What did Kinshu just do there? He got a sick pre-fire through the smoke. He only fired 1 bullet and I was dead on. Holy cow!
That was really needed though.
Really lucky that we caught that, but oh my good god. That was one of the craziest picks I've seen so far. Look at this OldEra holding one side with 3 guys. But are they prepared for Kers' onslaught? Kers already going for rotate actually. They still almost take it. They know Fana's still inside. They also know where QSB is now. So they are gonna go for a rotate. Norky is pretty much there already. OldEra doesn't yet realize it. Kana's gonna be playing close. He's gonna take QSB. Just Fana left. He has to go. 1-3 retake, that is. We have seen 1v3 clutches before. Kana falls. And Fana hasn't taken any damage from that. 8 HP left. And Incore's low. Norky's still full. Norky has to get that pick. He barely does. He hangs on. Kers takes a 4-2 lead. In this breathtaking game. What's to say? 3 rounds remain on EU. And Kers is well on their way on making it happen for them. But they will need 2 more, at least. It's up to me. And I want to go for a fast 2. Oh, look at that. QCR with a crazy 3k. We've seen him do it before, and there he goes again. And he's putting Kinshu in a 1-on-4 situation after only 20 seconds. Can this game get any crazier? Oh, and with that, QSB gets that last shot.
Success. Return to main base. Your efforts
4-3, 2 rounds remaining. What on earth is happening here? It's actually Inkor picking up the scope now, switching over with Kinshu. He hasn't been able to have too much of an impact yet. And now Kers gonna play a slow round. But these last 2 rounds will be the decider for the outcome of the game. Kers has... Well, actually, they'd have to win 2 if they want to make it happen. But at least one. At least one. Guys is rotating. Kana is prepared for that. Kana push out too far. Yes, he does. And Gaius and Fana both get a pick. Inkor then falls to QSB. And now Naru has to do something. Kinshu is still waiting. Oh, Fana spotted him. Takes out Fana. Gonna get the guy in base. He's very low HP now. Gaius is coming in from behind. Kinshu is still pushing. And he falls to QCR. And that's 4-4. Kers giving it away. They have to make this round work by any means. Or it's going to be OldEra taking the advantage in this map. And Kers is going to go for a fast one. Fana is going to try to hold them off. He falls to Norki straight away. These nuts and guys are going to be playing on site. QSB and QCR are not rotating yet. But they should now. They should. But Kers is still playing it slow. They don't want to over-rotate yet. Trying to spot the guy in base. They didn't spot him. He takes out QCR. Important pick for Kana. Important pick for Curtis, as we say. The QSB is pushing up. Fails to challenge Norki. Gaius has gone out. This nuts falls. Just Gaius left. And Inkor gets that final kill. And that was attack.
It was intense.
That was definitely intense. I think that's the best way to recap it.
Operation success.
But just like that is Kers leading 5-4. But I think with what we've seen, Kers hasn't really taken the big lead that they should have. So I think OldEra can at least push it to an overtime, if not even win it. Here on Cannon. So yes, so far we've seen a lot. Crazy 3Ks and 1v3 retakes, maybe mainly by the QCR guys. A crazy one-ding from Kinshu. Wow. This game's got it all. The only thing we miss is an overtime, but will we go for that? Will the teams be prepared for that?
Most likely it will be an overtime, I believe.
It's definitely likely, but it's too soon to call as there are 9 rounds remaining. Kers will need to win 5 and 4 for an overtime. OldEra will need to win 6 to win and 5 for an overtime. Kers is going to be on defense. OldEra is going to be on EU. And as we know, on Cannon, EU has the slight upper hand. It's all going to depend on how solid Kers' defense is going to be.
Roger.
Yeah, as we start this round, and this nuts was still loading. Oh, it doesn't matter for OldEra. They're still gonna go for a push. Kana knows that. Inkor is gonna hold him off. QSB wants to move in, but it's Inkor with the pre-fire through the smoke. Kana's giving the backup. And immediately carnage over at 2 side. Gaius finally gets a first frag for his team. And Norki's already there. It's only this nuts left. This nuts with a 2K. Getting caught up from 2 angles, and it's Kers winning that first round. It was Connor realizing just in time that was going to be a 2, and he gave Inkor the backup he needed. And with that, Kers leads 6-4. Oh my goodness. And we're now going for the split that OldEra was using in pretty much all of the maps. It worked out perfectly for them. But look at Kers' triangle setup at 1 with Naruto, Norki, and Kana. That's a really risky setup. Kana's actually rotating. C4 is still gonna be going to 1. OldEra takes a lot of picks. They can't take Naruto out yet. Naruto holds on. Miraculously gets even... No, but it's Gaius who takes him out then. And now it's Incor with a 1-on-3 retake. Spots a guy in base, can't take QCR out. And OldEra brings it 5-6, making scores close again. Yet again, they're going for a split that has worked so often. So far, Kers' defense hasn't been proven to be deadly yet. They're calling out the ping for QSB, who is lagging a little bit too hard. Yeah, he's still lagging. They're calling a DR after. But yeah, with the ping limit being called, the guy has to leave. They say he left, but yeah, he pretty much crashed, so he can't move anyways. Fana takes a 2K, takes a side. Kana also falls to Gaius, and even though it is 4v5, they still seem to win the round. This Nuts takes out Kinshu by surprise. And now it's all on Subatomic. He does take out this Nuts. A 1-on-2 that will be now. Switching to Veresk. He has to play AK. Because he's fairly long ranged. Yeah, look at this setup. Oh, he takes out Fana. Does he realize that one guy's going to be coming in from behind? He is going to go for a defuse. Gaius is slowly moving in. Tomic is actually X9ing it. Oh, but Gaius pushes in just in time. That round's being called. And it's 6-all. I don't fully get why Incor was going for the defuse. He could have easily gotten that 1v3 retake. This Gaius was so lit.
What do you think they need to do in order for them to change the way this game is going right now?
Well, at this point, the OldEra guys are getting a lot of entry frags with that X95R, and that's proven deadly so far. They must try and work around to play long range instead of close ranges. Cannon is fairly close range, so they have to play in positions where they can outgun the appointments easily, but not fall into the hands of the scope either. If they can figure out a way to do that, I think they have a good chance of winning it. If not, I think we could see OldEra as the victor in the end.
Yeah, as you saw, like, they have been stacking sides. Like, that was a risky strat when they stacked 3 guys on 1, while they're playing versus 2 or 3 point men. In the close range, they have the advantage, so they took the side 2 rounds in a row by the same exact mistake. Let's see how it goes.
There we are.
At this point, no one can decide anything about the rest of the game.
No, we indeed have 6 rounds remaining. Both of the teams need to win 4 of them to win the map, or 3 all for an overtime. How will that turn out? We're moving into the game now. OldEra still on EU. Kers is on defense. 6 rounds remain at 6 all. Alright, so here we go. 2 guys from OldEra are actually still loading, but it doesn't really matter. They're still gonna go for it. Kinshu's gonna be meeting up over at one side. Kinshu immediately falls to Fana. He's gotten so many entry frags. It's crazy what this guy's been doing. He's already going inside. Once he just pre-fires Incor out. And just like that, OldEra is taking control of one side, but it's a fake. OldEra is going over to 2. Naruto almost falls, taking out Fana. It's a 3-on-3. I think Norki realized it's a 2. He's going for a fast rotate. This Nuts takes out Kana. Now he knows it's going to be a 2. Oh, but he takes QCR out. He's got the bomb. But Norky has to do it this round. As Nardo is as lit as you can possibly be. He has to play together with Norky. Norky is pushing out. Spots the scope. Oh, but look at that. Good call from QSB, who's trying to work around and take out Nardo. Nardo is watching his back, but he has to take out QSB here. Can't take out QSB, not even do any sort of damage. And now it's all up to Norky. He has to win this round. He has to, by any means. Slowly watching his angles. Smoke's being casted. That could work in his favor, so Scope 1 may be able to see him. First couple of shots being made. C4 still not picked up. Narky's done a lot of damage, but the C4 has been taken, so they're just gonna move away. This is not 6 HP, QSB is 15, and Norky's still full HP. As he realizes they're going out. But look at that, QSB is gonna play long range in base. Is he going to get that frag onto Norky? No, he's not. Norky survives with 50 HP, he has to run on. This not setting the bomb. Pushing out, he's taking appointment. Doesn't know where Norky's playing at yet. Looking the wrong way. Looking the right way again. Now looking the wrong way. Norky moving in. Will he get the shot? Oh, he switches! Why does he do that? Why?
It's the same exactly.
Yet another crucial mistake is allowing OldEra to take the 7-6 lead. Oh god. They're just throwing it away at the moment. They really are. So yeah, here we are, still 5 rounds remaining. Kana's already taking a lot of damage up in mid. He's gonna play long range with QSB and QCR. Yeah, they're rifles as well, so can't really challenge them. Kers has a really good setup. I don't think they will. They know there are people at both areas. Both sides. Almost being naded out. Fana and guys are trying to stir up one side again. Trying to fake it. But will Kers fall for that? I don't think they will. They know there are people at both areas. Both sides. Yeah. Oh, Incor went for a peek there. He didn't go for a full push. Guys takes out Kana. Oh, but what will they do now? Incor is going to be pushing out. Can he? Yes, he takes out QSB. It's just a scope that they've got to take. 2v3 though. This nut's going to be rotating as he's really, really lit. But so is Fana. Now I'm going to go for one. They should be able to get the bomb down. And this round going to be important. 2 of Kers' members are 1 HP. But will the bomb carrier be caught? No! Nardo forgets to take him. This nut should just run on. He can set the bomb. Well, that's going to be Subatomic taking him. Oh, but they've got the bomb. This could be important. They now know where Fana is. Nardo has to get the pick. He does get the pick. And he makes it 7-0. Really close round. And 4 rounds remaining.
Oh my.
7-7.
Getting even closer and closer. Even. What a shot.
Ooh, great shot from Kana. Good entry frag. With that, Kers has the slight advantage, but it's immediately Fana who does something back. He's been working great for his team. He's been getting tons and tons of entry frags there in Cannon. He's definitely one of the members who's allowing OldEra to come this close. Potentially even win it here. But they are gonna go rotate back to 2. It's Incor who realized that. He's making noise now, but QCR doesn't even realize he was there. He has to get back onto the side now. Has to run fast before guys and Fana are there. They are not gonna be in time. And he gets on side. 3v4, Kers' favor. QSB seems to be bugged. He has to pick something up. Doesn't even realize he's bugged. Does he? What is this guy doing?
Once he shoots, he can switch after he shot.
And we don't know what gun he has at this point. Let's go to Norki. He's going to be in the main line of fire with Gaius. Norki takes Gaius out. It's just QSB and Fauna remaining. Oh, QSB takes out Nardo with a silent shot.
Can't even see his gun yet.
Oh, Fauna takes out Subatomic. Inkor, who pushed out too far. QSB picks up the rifle. They're gonna go for a two-side. Kana has to get the bomb carrier down now. He hears the set. Oh, but he misses his shot! No! Yet another deadly mistake from the Kers guys. Are they gonna lose by these tiny little mistakes? QSB's trying to watch behind. He picks Norki. Can he get Kana as well? Kana's the last remaining guy. But with Fauna playing this close, he's gonna peek out as soon as that. And with that, OldEra takes the round. 8-7 lead for them. Need one more for an overtime, 2 more to win. And there are 3 rounds remaining. Oh, there are actually 3 rounds remaining. Well, it's 8-7, so yeah, it should be. It's not getting UAV. Carnage is happening over at 1. Oh, QCR gets the opening frag onto Kana. Nardo was still on UAV. QCR gets the 2k frags. Inkor with the 2k then. Carnage still happening, but all of a sudden it's so Kinshu in a 1-on-3. And it's starting to look really bad for Kers if they lose this round. Oh, he takes out this nuts with an amazing headshot. Kinshu has to reload now. It's only left Fauna and Gaius. 25 seconds left on the clock. He has to clutch this out. Can he make it happen? Here's the guy in the behind. Has to push in now. Oh, but Gaius immediately with the headshot. It's a 9-7 lead for OldEra. All that Kers can do is bring it to an overtime. But it looks like OldEra's got this in the bag. 2 rounds remaining. Just 2 rounds. And a strong 1 push is coming up. Will Kers be able to hold that off? Let's get a good angle on this. They're now trying to move in. QSB has pretty much pushed through. He cannot get the frag. Nardo with the opening pick. Norki takes out Gaius. So far Kers is holding on. Fauna can't get the 2k. It's Nardo who does that. And QCR is already rotating. He doesn't quite realize that Inkor is still waiting there. Free fire happening from Kanas, calling it out. Now Subatomic just has to play this smart. Oh, he gets the bomb carrier. Spots the scope. Can he take him? Yes, he does. And with that, it is 9-8. We're gonna have a decisive round. Are we gonna move to overtime? Or is OldEra gonna win it? For the guys in the chat, make sure to call it. 1 for OldEra, 2 for Kers. Who will win this final round? OldEra is going with their all-known fake again. Will they be able to pull it off at this decisive moment? It is going to be a 2. I think Kana knows that. He's watching the mid. Slowly but surely, OldEra is making their way up to 2. Or 2 guys from Kers are defending it. Inkor and Kinshu. Hold pointman and a rifle. My bad. Kana's trying to see if he can get the opening frag. They cannot allow Fauna to get those entry frags, which he's been doing so often. He's gonna go for it. So let's stick with Fauna. Now OldEra's already rotating. They want to go to 2. They are gonna commit to that. Kinshu has been making the first shots. Ooh, Kinshu playing a little bit risky there. Look at Gaius. Look at him go. He's gonna go for his stab. Will he catch the appointment off guard? He catches Norki off guard. First pick's been made. He starts to push up. Kinshu takes him out. OldEra has to go over to one side if they want to make this work. This Knots does take out Kinshu. But they're already rotating. It's all onto Nardo here. Nardo has to run away. Almost died. Kana is watching Gaius. Will he take Gaius? No, he cannot. QSB takes out Subtomic. It's all on Nardo. And it is going to be OldEra who wins this 10-8. A 2-on-1 map victory for OldEra. And they win their first group stage game.
What a game, actually.
What an intense game. Who would have thought that? But yeah, let's be totally honest. Kers completely gave that away.
Like, they did like great in the beginning of the round, but the slightest mistake makes them like lose at the end of the round. Every single round, like
every map they made one big mistake, and especially on Cannon that cost them dearly. So yeah, just